Prolog history. The heritage of Prolog includes the research on theorem provers and some other automated deduction system that were developed in 1960s and 1970s. The inference mechanism of the Prolog is based on Robinson's resolution principle, that was proposed in 1965, an answer extracting mechanism by Green, 1968. These ideas came together forcefully with the advent of linear resolution procedures. The explicit goal-directed linear resolution procedures gave impetus to the development of a general-purpose logic programming system. The first Prolog was the Marseille Prolog based on the work by Kolmar-Auer in the year 1970. The manual of this Marseille Prolog interpreter, Roussel, 1975, was the first detailed description of the Prolog language. Prolog is also considered as a fourth-generation programming language supporting the declarative programming paradigm. The well-known Japanese fifth-generation computer project, that was announced in 1981, adopted Prolog as a development language, and thereby grabbed considerable attention on the language and its capabilities. Prolog development. Prolog stands for Programming in Logic. In the logic programming paradigm, Prolog language is most widely available. Prolog is a declarative language, which means that a program consists of data based on the facts and rules, logical relationship, rather than computing how to find a solution. A logical relationship describes the relationships which hold for the given application. To obtain the solution, the user asks a question rather than running a program. When a user asks a question, then to determine the answer, the runtime system searches through the database of facts and rules. The first Prolog was Marseille Prolog, which is based on work by Kolmar-Auer. The major example of fourth-generation programming language was Prolog. It supports the declarative programming paradigm. In 1981, a Japanese computer project of fifth generation was announced. After that, it was adopted Prolog as a development language. Prolog features are a logical variable, which means that they behave like uniform data structure, a backtracking strategy to search for proofs, a pattern matching facility, mathematical variable, and input and out are interchangeable. To deduce the answer, there will be more than one way. In such case, the runtime system will be asked to find another solution. To generate another solution, use the backtracking strategy. Prolog is a weakly typed language with static scope rules and dynamic type checking. Installing Prolog. Official website. This is the official GNU Prolog website where we can see all the necessary details about GNU Prolog, and also get the download link. www.gprolog.org. Installation guide. Download the exe file and run it. You will see the window as shown below, then click on Next. Select proper directory where you want to install the software, otherwise let it be installed on the default directory. Then click on Next. You will get the below screen, simply go to Next. You can verify the below screen and check or uncheck appropriate boxes, otherwise you can leave it as default. Then click on Next. In the next step, you will see the below screen, then click on Install. Then wait for the installation process to finish. Finally click on Finish to start GNU Prolog. The GNU Prolog is installed successfully as shown below. Prolog syntax. The syntax of Prolog is as follows. Symbols. Using the following truth functional symbols, the Prolog expressions are comprised. These symbols have the same interpretation as in the predicate calculus as shown below. Variable. Variable is a string. The string can be a combination of lowercase or uppercase letters. The string can also contain underscore characters that begin with an underscore or an uppercase letter. Rules for forming names and predicate calculus are the same. Below is the variable declaration in Prolog. Facts. A fact is like a predicate expression. It is used to provide a declarative statement about the problem. In a Prolog expression, when a variable occurs, it is assumed to be universally quantified. Facts are specified in the form of the head. Head is known as the clause head. It will take in the same way as the goal entered at the prompt by the user. Below is the example of fact declaration. Queries. In Prolog, the query is the action of asking the program about the information which is available within its database. When a Prolog program is loaded, we will get the query prompt. After this, we can ask about the information to the runtime system. Using the above simple database, we can ask a question to the program like, "It is sunny?" And it will give the answer, "Yes." The system responds to the query with yes if the database information is consistent to answer the query. Using the available database information, we can also check that the program is capable of proving the query true. No indicates that the fact is not deducible based on the available information. Rules. Rules extend the logic program capabilities. Rules are used to provide the decision-making process in Prolog. Rules are specified in the form as shown below. The head is known as the clause of the head. Is known as the clause neck. It is read as if. The body of the clause is specified by T1, T2, T3, Tk. It contains one or more components, and it can be separated using the commas. A rule will read as head is true if T1, T2, T3, Tk are all true. In the following program, first two lines indicate the facts and last two lines indicate the rules. The above rules mean that large_animal, A, is true if dog, A, is true, and large, A, is true, etc. The last line means that large_animal, C, is true if cat, C, is true, and large, C, is true. Example program. Hello World program. After running the GNU Prolog, we can write Hello World program directly from the console. To do so, we have to write the command as follows: write Hello World in the console. Note after each line, you have to use one period, dot, symbol to show that the line has ended. The corresponding output will be as shown below. Now let us see how to run the Prolog script file, extension is star.pl, into the Prolog console. Before running star.pl file, we must store the file into the directory where the GNU Prolog console is pointing, otherwise just change the directory by the following steps. Step 1: From the Prolog console, go to File Change dir, then click on that menu. Step 2: Select the proper folder and press OK. Now we can see in the Prolog console, it shows that we have successfully changed the directory. Step 3: Now create one file, extension is star.pl, and write the code as follows. Now let's run the code. To run it, we have to write the file name as follows. The output is shown below. Advantages. 1. Easy to build database. Doesn't need a lot of programming effort. 2. Pattern matching is easy. Search is recursion based. 3. It has built-in list handling. Makes it easier to play with any algorithm involving lists. Disadvantages. 1. Lisp, another logic programming language, dominates over Prolog with respect to I/O features. 2. Sometimes input and output is not easy.